Welcome everyone to your Mercury retrograde reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, this is going to be a two-part reading over here. First, we're going to get straight into the collective of the basics of what this Mercury retrograde is bringing to the table for the whole collective. And then at the end, I will do your sign, okay, to see how that's going to affect you and your sign. Okay, so let's get in here. Table's already set. It's talking about that Mercury retrograde, which starts in Aries, okay, on the 15th of March, and then we'll move into Pisces on the 29th, and then it will be over on April 7th, where it will go back direct. And of course, it will stay in Pisces, excuse me, while it's going direct. So we have some energies coming through. So this energy is saying Mercury retrograde in this sign of Aries as we speak is hot-tempered, argumentative, right? Impulsive energy. Okay. Going to have a hard time right now with decisions, right? What's going on? So watch for those tempers to fly, whether it's from you or someone around you. Okay, so we're talking about that Mercury. So no matter what, we're talking about those miscommunications, technology, meltdowns, deliberating headaches. A lot of people get headaches around this time as well. So if you know that you're prone to headaches, that could also be from that Mercury retrograde. Overthinking situations. Be careful of that as well. Aries is also about taking that action. So it might make you feel like you must respond to things immediately. Okay, or others are all of a sudden feeling like they should respond to you immediately. So however it's going to be, especially when you know that it doesn't have to be immediate, but you might feel like, you know what, I have to go now. That's that impulsive action taking place. Okay, so let's see. Get us a couple of cards over here on this Mercury. Yeah, that confusion coming in, difficult decisions weighing you down. So, you know, it's a good time right now to just avoid people who want to confuse you, right? Confusion, blurring the lines between what is going on and what's not going on. And you're going to get that a lot when it's in Pisces anyways. You know, once it gets into Pisces, it's going to even be different because now it's going to blur the line between what's fact and what's fantasy, right? So let's see over here. This is a great time for learning new things. Okay, just be careful about your communication because there is going to be a lot of miscommunication. You know, if you guys are planning things, make sure that you are always a half an hour, you know, ahead of schedule, 15 minutes to a half an hour ahead of schedule because of traffic or jams or this or that, right? So make sure that you are, you know, taking that logic, okay, and using it to the best of your knowledge, especially because when it comes into Pisces, that logic is going to take a back seat. Okay, so let's see. Going straight to Aries over here. Absolutely. But it can be a great time for learning new things as long as you're giving yourself, you know, those extra moments just to really, you know, take extra time and just slow down and don't be too impulsive because there's going to be a lot of restless mental energy going around. So on the Aries over here, it's about that challenge. Putting up a challenge, you might feel like there's a lot of competition around you. You might even feel like you have to protect your energy. Please do protect your energy during this Mercury retrograde, as all Mercury retrogrades, right, have this way of doing things. So this is where you're going to find that I need to maintain some control within this situation. There it is, overcoming some obstacles. Yeah, definitely. You're going to have a lot of energy swirling around you. So you might definitely be feeling like, hey, you know what? Why does everybody want to argue with me? Okay, so absolutely. So you definitely want to ground yourself. Okay. And going straight into this Pisces. This Pisces is talking about, yeah, now when it starts moving into this Pisces, you can feel like, oh, okay, here comes that fog machine. Everything's my anxiety is rising. Clarity is now becoming confusion. There's that, like I said, blurring between, those, what's fact, what's fantasy, what's real, what's rose-colored glasses. You might even be getting that effect for some of you of where did I put my glasses? Oh my God, I lost my keys. Just literally the fog machine over here going off. So, okay, so yeah. And definitely feeling like there's a lot of emotions coming out as well. So also watch those emotions. People are going to be in high emotions anyways, but it just feels like over here everybody wants to argue. Everybody wants to, debate their opinion. It's my way, the highway, right? And then over here it's like over emotions coming through, which then causes all this confusion. And it's like, come on, Mercury's already making, enough confusion as it is. Now, instead of tempers flying, everybody wants to be sad, right? Confused, over emotional, sensitive. Why are you so sensitive? Right? Because now it's going to bring that all in as this sensitivity, as it is, making closure, as it's starting to end. Wow, I like that. It's saying now I'm ending. Now this cycle of the Mercury retrograde is ending. But it's also going to allow you to make endings as well. So that's where we're going to start right now and say, okay, so how is it going to affect you, my friends? Okay, so let's get in here and see how it's going to affect you. Okay, Gemini, Cancer. Let's look in here and see how this is going to now affect you personally now that we already looked at the overall. Using these little cards. Got these little cards here, guys, so let's get in here and see what's going on here. Okay, we have the Spirit of Celestial Dream Speaking. Okay, guys. Love that. It's got hands sitting there. This card is talking about how can I share my experiences so that it enriches both the speaker and the listener. As the spirit of creativity ascends to energize the celestial realms, it nurtures the joy of the story and the living telling of one's own great tale. Okay, so this is saying claiming my place on the dance floor, picking up my drum, joining the orchestra of creation. It's just dancing to your own rhythm, doing what you need to do. Am I rich well of nourishment for myself, and it only deepens the places from which I can draw by sharing it with others. So it's not just about, sharing with yourself and enriching yourself. It's about sharing the wealth. Okay, so what do we have here? Feeling that courage coming up. Refocusing your attention on what you want to do with courage. Watching this happy surprise come towards you. Knowing that something is coming your way, letting go of something. You might even have new love coming in, making amends with the past, making sure that, and no self-sabotage within yourself. If somebody is trying to cause, issues with you, don't pay any attention to them. Refocus your attention on what you want to do. Don't let them sidetrack you. You build what you want to build with the power for 3 within yourself, mind, body, soul. This is about, where I need to go and who I need to give attention to. I want to give who I want to give to. And that's what it's saying, sharing the wealth, giving to who you want to give to, not those who are pleading, yelling, screaming. Okay? There could be, there's going to be some kind of awakening here. But yes, somebody does want to argue. Somebody wants to come back. They want to throw their weight around. They want to throw their words around. They want to get their attention. You're saying, be careful where you're bringing your attention. Be sure, I'm going to say it again. Be sure that you're giving to the wealth to. The wealth is the abundance, the love, the happiness, the attention, maybe money, whoever, whatever. But make sure that you are giving it to who deserves it. If somebody is coming in and they're yelling and screaming, you definitely don't want to give them that kind of attention. Okay, because they're thieving your own energy. Right now, you're going to have a lot of clarity coming in. And by the 29th, when that Pisces starts making, or yeah, that Pisces starts making its, that Mercury makes it into Pisces. I think I keep saying it wrong. I keep saying that Pisces is coming in. It's actually that Mercury moving into Pisces. It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say over here is just reconsider what you're working towards. Right now, it's going to allow your energy to be a little mushy. You might feel this mushiness. Okay, you might even feel like, uh-oh, how am I going to refocus this energy to make sure that I get out of a comfort zone, or that I don't let someone push on my buttons. Okay, so you're definitely going to feel a little bit of a pushback. So you might want to feel like you have one step forward. You're pushing your best foot forward at this time, really balancing yourself and finding the truth within the situation. Okay. You might even find that somebody's trying to get away with making it all about them. Ooh, can feel that energy coming in. And maybe that's why it's saying make sure that you're focusing on where your wealth goes. I really do feel like this is the Six of Pentacles card, because it's really like you see that guy, on the original deck, you see him. I was shuffling and hoping that it was coming up, right? That here, you're giving to one and the other one's over there begging, but you don't want to give that person, because that person's just looking for a handout. They're not looking for anything good. They don't have your good intentions. It's kind of like, why doesn't that person get anything in that card? Because he doesn't have the best intentions. Okay. He's just like gold digging. Okay. But you have this new step forward. You have this new success coming towards you. You're working towards this hard success, and you're definitely going to see this big turnaround. Just keep going strong and just show where it is you truly want, right? And like I said, put your foot where that opportunity really is. And within the next couple of months, you're really going to see a big difference, especially because we're also in these eclipses. And remember, eclipses last up to 6 months. So it's working. This Mercury retrograde is working on this eclipse energy. So there's definitely three powerful things actually together. So as you're building this and letting things go and letting the karmics go away as well, right? That solar eclipse is going to come in and say, hey, here, let me help you refocus on this. That lunar eclipse, let me help you let things go. So yes, this Mercury retrograde is heated, it's hot, it's heavy, it's powerful, but it's also got really great intentions for allowing new things to come through, because it is an eclipse season. Okay, guys, so it's very majorly important. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.